Hi Leo, this is your January mid-month tarot reading. We'll have 3 separate spreads in this mid-month reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at love. It could be new love, existing love, love from the past, whatever comes up. In the second spread, we'll check out some good news coming your way, because we all could use some good news. And the third spread will be an advice for you for the next couple of weeks. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on love, Leo. We have the Five of Wands clarified by the Seven of Wands. We have the King of Swords clarified by the Knight of Cups. Then we have the Fool. In the potential outcome, we have the Queen of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. And we also have the Star on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have water, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We have Aries, maybe a Sagittarius. Well, I hope you're ready for this. Leo, you got this King of Swords, the third card from the left. That's the person you're dealing with or have been dealing with for some of you. Right? So this King of Swords could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, so somebody with a lot of air in their chart. If they're not an air sign, this is not anybody to mess with. Okay? This person could be very intelligent. They could be like a lawyer, a doctor, or a professor, or something like that. Somebody who is very decisive. They're clarified by the Knight of Cups, which is the most lovey-dovey, the most romantic knight out of all 4 knights, right? But we start with the Five of Wands clarified by the Seven of Wands, all the way to your left. Very conflict-oriented card. So I can interpret this a couple of different ways. If you have more than one person interested in you, Leo, then this King of Swords will fight those other suitors off. It's like they're going to be very protective of you. They're going to fight them off, and they're going to be the winner. Okay? For others of you, perhaps the two of you got off on the wrong foot, or will get off on the wrong foot when the two of you get acquainted. This happens more often than you think, Leo. When people get introduced to one another, but instead of being all nice to one another, they get into fights. Yeah, this happens all over the place, Leo. It's like when 2 strong personalities collide, they get into fights. But what also often happens is the two of you go into your separate corners, and then the other person may reach out to the first person and say, you know what, we got off on the wrong foot. Both of us have strong opinions, both of us are strong personalities, but why don't we, instead of fighting one another, why don't we combine our forces and conquer the world together? I am exaggerating a little bit, but this happens too, right? So the Five of Wands clarified by the Seven of Wands could be interpreted as a couple of those scenarios. Whatever the case, like I said, the King of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the most lovey-dovey knight, the most romantic knight, so do expect a very loving gesture, or this person will be very loving, very romantic when it comes to you. Alright, we have the Star on the bottom of the deck. Could be, this King of Swords could be an Aquarius, right? The Star is an Aquarius major arcana card. The Star could be interpreted as a card of healing, and that goes back to one of the scenarios I was just talking about. They will reach out to you and offer a ceasefire. Alright, they will offer to heal this. Or the Star could simply be a wish come true. Perhaps you always wanted someone like this King of Swords. Somebody who is not wishy-washy, somebody who is not gonna say, oh, let's just play it by ear and see what happens. No, this person knows exactly what they want. Especially if another scenario plays out, where you got other suitors surrounding you. This person will fight them off. Perhaps you always wanted somebody who is confident like this, somebody who knows what they want, and somebody who is at the same time very lovey-dovey with that Knight of Cups. Whatever the case, we have the Fool in the middle. It's a card of, for some of you, the Fool is a card of second chances, right? This is you, calling the ceasefire and giving it a shot. For others of you, this is you taking a leap of faith with this person, because this person is right down your alley. This person really resonates with you because they know what they want and they fight off other suitors. Okay, in the potential outcome, we have the Queen of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. You're the Queen of Wands here. All right, I think we all agree. Male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a cycle, a very fortunate cycle. It's a major arcana card. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. The Chariot right next to the deck could be a Cancer you're dealing with, but the Chariot is a card of victory, success. Alright, and that's how you will feel with this person. It's also a card of moving forward and not looking back. Both the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot could be travel cards. So for some of you, you could be traveling together in the future, or you could be moving in together, like real quick. No hesitation. That's how I feel here. Once that 5 of Wands with the 7 of Wands play out, the rest of this spread is smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. Alright? Really happy for you, Leo. Congratulations. Here's the second spread, Leo. This is good news for you. We have the 6 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, clarified by the 3 of Swords, and we have the Tower on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Well, this is supposed to be good news for you, and I believe it is, but it's not going to be good news for this Queen of Cups. Alright? So, somebody here is choosing you over this Queen of Cups. It could be about love. Alright, but it could be a card of some kind of a competition. Say both of you are applying for the same job. Both of you are applying, or both of you are up for a promotion or a raise. Or both of you, you're being chosen to represent the company you work for. And they're choosing you. Definitely. They're definitely not choosing this Queen of Cups because they're clarified by the 3 of Swords. As I was clarifying the Queen of Cups, I asked how will this Queen of Cups feel about what's going on, and the 3 of Swords showed up. So the 3 of Swords is a card of a broken heart, and that's how this Queen of Cups will feel. They will feel devastated. You, on the other hand, I think you'll be feeling pretty good about this. Right? We'll start with the 6 of Pentacles. It could be a card of a choice. Right? You see how there's 3 people in it? There's one standing up, standing in the middle, and 2 kind of sitting down. And I think you're one of the people sitting down. And the person standing up could be like a boss at work, right? The 5 of Swords, the next card that came out, is a card of an ugly fight or an ugly severing ties. Or the 5 of Swords could be interpreted as a victory at any cost. And again, I think this is you winning because the Queen of Cups will be devastated, right? And the Tower on the bottom of the deck, this is something that happens unexpectedly or something that goes not as planned. So perhaps, again, it could be this Queen of Cups being devastated because you're being the one selected, you're being the one chosen. And that's good news for you. All right? Let's move on to spread number 3 real quick. Here's the advice for you, Leo, for the next couple of weeks. We have the Lovers, the Sun, we have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the King of Swords, and we have the 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So, most of you already figured this one out. We are back to where we started. We're back to the first spread, right? The advice for you is to choose this King of Swords, all right? That's how I see this. We start with the Lovers, right? The Lovers is a card of a choice, all right? And for those of you dealing with multiple suitors, choose this King of Swords, even though they will take steps to make sure they're the winner, okay, as we saw in the first spread. But ultimately, you will have the last word, right? Okay? If this King of Swords is a Gemini, it makes total sense, right? Because the Lovers is a Gemini card, and the King of Swords could be any air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right? Yeah, that's what the advice is. If the two of you get off on the wrong foot, bury the hatchet. Bury the hatchet and give it another shot. All right, the Sun in the middle, that's you. That's your major arcana card. All right, and we have 2 major arcana cards on the table, the Lovers and you, the Sun. And besides that, the Sun is a card of clarity, and it's the happiest card in the deck. And the Ace of Swords is clarified by that King of Swords. The Ace of Swords either belongs to you, this is you being the judge and the jury, right? So with the verdict, giving this King of Swords a chance, or right, or choosing this King of Swords. Or the Ace of Swords is simply a card of clarity. The Ace of Swords sometimes comes through as the word yes. All right, keep that in mind. And the Ace of Swords, for some of you, could belong to this King of Swords, right? You see how the King of Swords is holding up a sword? That's exactly the sword we see in the Ace of Swords. So yes, they're going to be very decisive, very upfront, very honest when it comes to taking steps towards you and towards the two of you hitting the road, getting the show on the road, right? The Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck could be a card of travel for some of you. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication, and my favorite interpretation of the Eight of Wands is the Cupid's arrow. So don't be hiding from the Cupid, because they will get you either way. But jokes aside, yes, it is a very loving card. That Eight of Wands is. Alright, so I hope all of this makes sense, Leo. But that's what I have for you for this reading, for this time period. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Leo, have an amazing week.